Hello everybody, Doc Jing Ruder here, Doctor of Physical Therapy, your foreign educated physical therapist guide to US application. So what we're going to talk about today is delayed processing. So if you have watched my videos before about how to apply here to the US as physical therapist, so you have to have the credentialing. If you're going to use FCCPT or CGFNS, REF, or different other, or ICD, okay, different credentialing agency. So, and then you're going to apply to the state, for example, state of New York. There are times, many times, I receive questions about, delayed processing. The last one that I received was, he had applied to New York State last year, August, and until now he hasn't heard anything back from New York State of Education. So for Board of Physical Therapy, and I asked him if he followed up, and he said yes, and he was referred to Office of the Professions Unit 3. So Unit 3 is the one that is assigned for the Board of Physical Therapy, okay? And he said that he's gonna ask someone from the US to call them and follow up again, okay? So there are times that your processing can be delayed. So what should you do in this scenario, in this case, okay? Right now, guys, let me tell you this right now. Right now, it's a lot easier to apply because some applications, not all, some applications can be done through online, okay? Back then, when I was starting my US application in 2002, everything should be mailed. And you know how it is with mailing, it can be, lost. Who knows where it went along the way, from the Philippines to the US, and it's not cheap to actually mail something, okay? So especially if you're using DHL or UPS, courier, it's more expensive. That was then. Now some of the applications can be done online, okay? So except for they ask, of course, documents coming from your school or coming from the regulatory commission for your license, they should mail those documents from their office going to FCCPT, okay, or CGFNS. So those are still by mail, but at least the initial application can be done online, and it saves you a lot of money, okay? But just in case you submitted your initial application and you haven't heard back from FCCPT or CGFNS or for the state, okay, you can follow up through email. Majority of the states, or the credentialing agencies, they have email services that you can email and follow up, okay? So you can put the heading important follow up for application, okay, for the subject, okay, and then give them time to respond, okay? If they didn't respond within a week or two, then again send another email so that they know that you're really serious about following up your application, okay? If there is a way for you to call the office, then call them and follow up. I know it can be expensive, especially if it is an overseas call. But there are some people who can afford to call. So if you can call, just look, Google the phone number of the agency or the office you want to call, and be sure to check the time, okay, the office hours that you can reach them, because you don't want to call within the time that they're closed, okay? You have to take note of the time difference between your country and where in the US is that office located, okay? So for New York, they have Eastern Standard Time, okay? So that's one thing that you can do to follow up. Do not be afraid to follow up because it is your right as an applicant. But of course, when you submit your application, if you read the instruction, they have what it is written there, that give them time to process your application first, and within 30 days or after 30 days you can follow up if you haven't heard anything from them. So make sure to read the instructions so that you would know when will you follow up. But for New York State, if that person applied August last year and he still hasn't received any result until now, that is very unusual, because New York is one of the fastest in processing the application. So unless that they are really in backlog because of the pandemic or short staff, that might be the cause. But again, the best thing to do is to email or call them to follow up. If you have, for example, a file number, applicant number, it is important to put it on within your email or within the subject of your email, so that they can check your application faster, instead of them trying to figure out who you are and what your applicant number is or file number is. If you have that on hand, put it on your email, so it will be faster for you. Okay, so I hope that is helpful, guys. So the challenge, the Fast Track USPT challenge, is coming up this Saturday. Are you ready? I am ready. June 4 and 5. So here in the US it's 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. In the Philippines it's gonna be 8 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, June 4, 5, 2022. Okay, so I'm really hoping that you save your spot right now. If you are confused, you don't know how to start, you don't know how to proceed, you want to really make it here to the US to apply as physical therapist, I strongly suggest that you attend. It's going to be a live online event. I'm going to teach live. I'm going to give you a lot of information so that we can collapse the years that you need to spend trying to figure things out on your own and collapse them in 2 days. Okay, so guys, I know it is a paid event, and because I want people who are serious to attend this event. Those who are not serious, you can go and use the free videos that I have at Just Upright YouTube channel. But for those who are serious to get this done, to get it fast, to have the basic knowledge and strong foundation, so you are not confused and you are not wasting your time and money, and come over here to the US and practice as physical therapist, I strongly suggest you attend, and I'll see you at that challenge. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until the next video, stay blessed.